Hi everyone, welcome to this D&D Oxventure. I am Corazon de Baena, the human pirate rogue, privateer, buccaneer, a fan of paneer. That's one of my favourite cheeses. That's all I've got.
Alright, I'm Egbert, the Dragonborn Paladin, and my favourite cheese is Gouda, or Gouda, as the Americans call it.
It's a good choice.
I didn't know this would be a cheese intro. My name's Prudence, and I'm all confused. I hate cheeses. I hate all cheeses and dairy. That's a new thing to learn about me.
So on brand.
Yeah, I'm a warlock.
What of it?
I'm Dob, the half-orc bard. I react badly to lactose, so I have to eat very carefully.
I am Merylwen, the Wood Elf Druid, and wouldn't you believe it, but Brie is my favourite because it's hard on the outside but soft on the inside, just like me.
Oh.
Aww.
Good character cheese.
Also
Now
a bit
to list
smelly.
the favourite cheeses of everyone else in the world.
Well, I was about to say, I'm literally everyone else in the world, which means that a good deal of me is lactose intolerant and a good deal of me is vegan. So it explains why I'm constantly at war with myself internally.
Prudence. What about a baby bell? It's like a small round Prudence because it's red.
He's got you there.
You got me there. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, fine. A baby bell. Yeah.
Or an Edam.
Yeah, that's a sort of a medium-sized Prudence.
And it's got dam in it,
A
which,
waxy
you know, is
coating,
quite...
Yeah,
like
damn is a
me.
curse.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yep.
yeah.
It really couldn't be any more Prudence.
Waxy coating.
Waxy coating, yeah. Keeps me dry.
If you ever get up
Wouldn't it be
close to
damned?
Prudence, you'll notice the waxy.
Cheese.
Yeah. Wipe clean.
Well then, it makes sense if you're eldritch blasting things to bits half the time. Our latest adventure begins. We're going to call it like a good 5 or 6 days after the events of High Moon, because Prudence has had a lot of werebear to work out of her own system. Suffice to say, she is now feeling normal again and has learned quite a lot about what it is to be a werebear. You are all sort of just hanging out together. It's a nice sort of sunny day. You're still in Moorcow, but you're hanging out in one of the sort of luscious parks near the outskirts of town, sort of on the landward side, obviously, because a park in the sea would be not much use to anybody. And yet you're just having a good old time. Although Egbert Seal Gaiman has been hectoring you for Scotch eggs for about an hour now, because the assumption is outdoors, sitting down. This is a picnic. Where are they?
Yeah. I can't blame him, really, because I'm feeling the same way.
Hey, Prudence,
What?
bite me.
Why?
I want to be a werebear. It's cool.
I mean, yeah, okay, but no, I'm not.
No, I want to like rage against the moon and have my stuff be way tormented and stuff.
The last thing we need is a more tormented Corazon, Prudence.
Think this through.
Prudence blessed me with this terrible curse. I think it would
I
be
distract
cool.
Corazon with a coin trick. I just
Yeah.
a gold coin up in the... Oh, I start throwing gold coins into a nearby well.
What? Gold?
Check it out, Corazon.
Gold? Where?
Nothing but net. In from all the way over here.
Oh my god, stop. I'm going after the gold.
Yeah, although it's daytime, the moon is on the wane. It's on its waning phase, so I'm feeling less like just biting people randomly every day. So that's good for you guys for another
Less,
four-ish,
but not
4-ish
0.
weeks. Yeah. Come another 26 days. Look out.
Crikey, that frequently?
Yeah, that's the moon. That's the moon
no,
for you.
That's how the moon works.
Here in Geth, it's
Actually, we don't know how the moon works here in Geth.
no, we don't.
Could be another 8 years.
I study the moon in Geth.
The moon is a great and unknowable cosmic force that pops up
No,
when
I can see
thematically
it. I can see it
appropriate.
from here.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's the sun, and you're probably flying your red sun.
Don't look at one of the two suns of Geth. No, it's the moon behaves much like the moon as our lovely human Earth audience would understand it.
I wouldn't have burned myself if I were a werebear.
Doubt. You are distracted from Corazon's slightly smoking eye socket, having just gazed into one of the twin
Oh,
suns of Geth, by the sound of feet like pounding on the plush grass of this lovely garden in Moorcow, and there is a man streaming straight towards you, dressed fairly plainly. He's wearing a tunic not unlike my own. He's wearing sort of fairly coarse, like workman's trousers and sensible shoes, but his neck and under his armpits are ringed with sweat. He has been like seemingly sprinting for goodness knows how long, and he finally just stops in front of you and goes,
Stay back, man. I'm a werebear, I say.
"No,
I never know when I could change this terrible curse.
but it's fine. I'm here."
Take a
I'm
minute.
here now.
Take a minute, buddy.
You certainly are here.
He slumps
Good
down
on,
the
good
grass
on you, buddy, I say.
and like props his arms up on his knees. "Yeah, I'm here."
Merylwen, create water all over his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cast create water, and it basically just gently rains over him like a shower.
Oh,
Traps
Oh,
his
thank
head in a
you.
cube of water and drowns him.
thank you. That's lovely. That's plenty. That's no.
Oh,
it's,
we're waterboarding him, quick.
Yes.
No, that's.
What seems to be the rush, friend? Why are you in such a hurry?
Well, you tell me. You sent for me.
Did we?
Yeah.
In
Someone
what
send to
capacity?
this man.
Friend.
Anyone call for a sweaty man?
Not recently.
Dob, I'm looking at you.
No. I'm not. No, I'm Bob.
Oh.
Bob. Okay, well we have a dog.
Bob. Bob.
No,
Why does
no,
that
I'm
remind
Bob.
Merylwen, where does that?
Oh my
Where
goodness,
does
yeah.
that name?
Yeah.
It sounds so familiar to me.
Well, look,
Bob.
I mean,
Bob.
you used it when you called to me. I was at home tending my garden and
Yes.
watering my crops, and then I heard a voice saying, "Bob, come at once. We need you." And I
Prudence.
said, "All right." So I threw down my rake. I didn't even lock my cottage door. It seemed so urgent. I ran out, and I've been trying to find you ever since. I finally found you.
Was this
Okay,
one of
Bob,
your
nice to
misdirected
meet you, Bob.
psychic messages or something?
Yeah. Huddle, everyone. Group huddle. Sorry, Bob. 1 second.
Okay.
Prudence, Bob, I'm sorry.
who is this man?
happened?
What's
I
going on?
think this is the consequences of one of our many actions, but I couldn't tell you.
What's
for
all this
sure
R
which-
stuff? I wasn't even there.
Oh, okay. I think it was a
Yeah,
I think it was a psychic
I
message
can't
gone
do psychic
awry.
messages, Prudence. How is this our fault?
Because
All
we're a
right,
team,
everyone apart from
Corazon.
Prudence,
When
separate
things
huddle.
go wrong, it's we're a
Separate huddle, everyone.
Bob
huddle,
strikes up
everyone
a
who's not
conversation
Prudence.
with you, Prudence. So, how's your day been?
Dob Prudence is up to her old tricks again, it seems.
Bob, I'm doing great.
Oh, good. Yeah.
What,
How are you?
So we should probably send this guy away, right? He's
Worried about the crops.
he's like a normal guy. He'll get killed instantly by all the fantasy creatures that
Been on
exist
the run for weeks.
in this world.
Yeah.
He'd die in
know.
a second.
I mean,
I just-
he
he
did
survived
he
this
did
long, he
survived,
might be useful.
Yeah, he's
survived
managed to
an
get
epic
to
sprint.
us.
He survived running across a flat ground.
Bob,
That's-
we're
I don't know that.
very
Every-
pleased that you
Know
heeded
that.
the call. But why
Oh.
did you heed the call?
Every day
Well, I
we
don't
fight
know.
ogres and things of that nature.
I mean, I heard your voice, and I just thought I must go and help them.
Look at him, he's so naive, he'd die in a second.
Look, it's up to Prudence. You
I'm
summoned.
back in, am I? Yeah, okay. What,
Yeah,
sorry, what's
break
that?
huddle. Prudence,
Oh,
you.
okay.
We've huddled
Sorry,
and we
Bob.
decided.
Again, 1 second. 1 second.
Bob, you haven't
Yeah,
got what
no,
it
sure.
takes.
No worries.
I'm sorry to say it.
Corazon.
I'm being cruel to be kind
easily-
here.
Corazon.
He could easily be ballast. He could be a counterweight for a trap. There are so many things we could use.
What
an
if we
extra
need a whole
warm
load
body
of spare
for.
blood?
I'm always
Bob, what's your blood type?
What if we go in a dungeon and there's
Red?
like writing on the wall that says "Spill
Same as
on
mine.
me
Good,
the
all right.
blood."
You're with us, Bob.
Yeah.
He's run a really long way. I feel like we should at least make use of him.
Yeah.
Sure, I mean, are you... What are you, adventurers, or...
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
Bob.
yeah, yeah,
Nailed
yeah.
it.
Oh, okay. I
Does
was...
this answer your question? I say and drop into a full splits.
It sort of doesn't.
Well, I suppose... I suppose it, more than anything, it illuminates how little I know about adventuring. Because,
Well, you have
that's
to do
very...
the splits a lot.
It's
Imagine a
90%
blade.
doing the splits. Yeah.
Imagine a blade went over my head from a trap.
The one
Okay.
thing we
Imagine
know
a blade
for sure
went
about
into his
Bob
groin.
is that he's biddable, and that's all we need from an assistant, an adventuring intern.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like
Great.
he's very
Handy.
good. And,
Bob, you're
yeah.
part of the team, apparently.
Okay, great.
Let's
so
go.
what's...
Call it
What-
a tryout. Call it a
Bob,
Sure,
you made
yeah,
the
no,
cut.
I'd love to. I thank you. I'm just a simple farmer, or at least it's probably fairer to say I was a simple farmer because I left home weeks ago now, and without tending, the crops will have died. So,
Oh dear.
How are you at do you know any healing spells? That's a bit of a, if you're looking to backfill, I'd say that's probably like the biggest. I mean, we're up to our
How are
elbows
you
in
at
DPS
tanking?
here.
Can you tank?
Yeah, can you tank? Because none of us can.
Yeah, how are you at drawing aggro? 'Cause-
We are all glass cannons.
let's see. Hold on. Well, Healing. That's one spelling of healing.
Aw.
Oh, he doesn't do spells.
He reaches into his back pocket and pulls out some parchment. I don't really have a tank of. It's really more of a rain barrel. Like that's where I get my water from. But I live close
It's
to
all right,
the well,
Bob.
so I
Look,
don't.
you're still a better,
really need
you're still a
that.
better healer than Egbert. You're
There
on
you
the
go.
team.
Here he
hey
is.
now.
He's drawn a horse.
But you're off the team.
Oh, what?
Bob, we appreciate
Oh.
your interest in the Oxventurers Guild. We
Agro.
don't have a position right now, but we'll keep your resume on file in case anything opens up in the
Wait,
future.
Horizon.
Did Bob just draw a horse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aggro.
aggro. Oh! Sorry, that's lovely.
Is it- Is it alive?
Aw. It's a colossal feat. Let's just say that.
They're hooves, I think.
Look,
Yes.
Bob, we already
No,
have
we're
someone who does
gonna
terrible
get on
puns
with
as
this
well.
guy.
So
Okay, well, no, that's fine. I just, it's fine if you don't think I've got what it takes to be like you. I just don't really understand why. If that's the case, you could.
Prudence,
call
why
me.
did
why
you
did
call
why did
Bob?
you call to Bob?
Yeah.
Prudence?
Oh, I thought
I
I
mean-
recognised your voice.
The important thing is that I meant to do it because I never ever do magic wrong.
Okay, so what was the
So,
reason that you?
Following that thread of logic,
Yes.
I
So to
think
continue that thought.
we should recruit Bob because
Got it.
look at him, Bob, ballast, counterweight,
Yeah, I'll.
horse drawing. He's got everything.
All right. Well, maybe
Thank
we
you.
could maybe we could take him on a little test adventure or something.
Yeah,
That sounds great.
yeah.
What does adventuring normally entail?
Well, it's deeds of high adventure, Bob. I say, dropping into a full splits.
Okay.
There's quite a lot of backflipping. There's
Daring do. Have you ever heard of daring do?
Do you like
Is that-
helping people, Bob? Because we
Isn't that a
strive
kind of
to do
potted
that.
fish?
Yes.
I like helping. Sure, I like helping people.
Getting run
Oh,
out
great.
of villages because we did something accidentally awful. That happens quite a lot as well.
I cover
Yeah.
Egbert's mouth.
Fusion power.
Just
I cover Egbert's mouth.
Okay.
We
well,
strive to help people, Bob. We
Okay.
Sometimes,
always
Bob.
for
strive.
power and knowledge and
Sure.
more power.
Sometimes,
and
Bob,
fortunes.
we have to
Yeah.
kill. How do you feel about
Sometimes we do. Would you kill Bob?
Well, I
Would you?
that? It's real.
I
I
suppose
lie down
could.
on the grass.
One never really knows until the moment comes. Oh God, has the moment
That's
come
true.
now?
No.
No,
Please
Dob's
don't
just
kill.
taking a break.
Dob, just
Kill
wait.
me, Bob, and take my
If you-
place in the
If you
Oxventure
wanted
Guild.
Bob, you're gonna have to kill Dob.
Oh
No,
gosh.
no.
Well,
No,
maybe
don't
we could work up
confuse
to
him.
that
I
if
part
you
my
want.
shirt over my heart.
Maybe we could do something. I've heard you do dungeon crawling a lot.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Love
part
to
of
roll
it.
a dungeon.
Dragons
Been
also
known
a
to.
factor.
Do
Yeah,
you know
fine.
of a dungeon? Because we haven't crawled a dungeon in a while. I could crawl a dungeon. Could anyone else crawl a dungeon?
I could go for a
Yeah,
dungeon.
we could go for a
Crawl a
dungeon.
Yeah.
Could answer Adventure's call.
Really fun.
I don't want to be in imposition. I think. Am I answering Adventure's call? It's.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's
well,
me.
you ran here,
Okay, so
yeah.
that's
That was
that's
Yeah.
step one, isn't it?
yeah.
Adventure
Okay.
is our nickname for Prudence, so yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's me. Prudence.
Well, adventure.
I take
When
I put my arm
it's
around
Adventure's call.
Bob and I walk off with him a little way and I say, Bob, do you know a dungeon near here? Have you got
Yeah,
a lead?
I think I passed a dungeon on the way here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did
I
it
was
look full of treasure?
I was running past it quite fast, so I don't know if it was full of treasure. It looked kind of treasury.
Oh,
There
okay.
were jewels set in the doorway. Is that
Jewels in the.
good sign?
In the
Bob.
doorway.
That's a good sign.
So, Bob, you are in. Let us go to the Dungeon full of treasure, I say.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Because that was going to be a hard winter. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You
oh,
can
am I relieved?
yeah, then you can, after we've had this adventure, you can take your share.
You can
and-
take your 3% and that will carry you through. Bob, that is... 3%. Yeah, we'll talk about the
18.
specifics later.
Where's
but-
the other 82% going? If everyone's getting 3%?
Well,
Do you-
let me tell you about
administration-
lake investment.
Oh, don't get me started on tax.
Yeah.
I have to give up
tax bill.
40% of my radishes at the minute. 40. It was 30 last year.
That's 4 radishes. It's outrageous.
But yes, it makes the maths easier to do. I only grow things in tens.
I would do that too.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone need to do any preparation if we're going to go into a dungeon? I mean,
I don't know, do I?
do
No,
you have a
Bob, you'll be
weapon, Bob? Do you have any? Do you have any tinctures or ropes, or do you have any equipment at all?
You
Well, I
must have
haven't-
the hempen rope. Everyone's got the hempen rope.
Oh, my 50 foot of hempen rope?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course I have.
course,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
How
what I
many
use for
you've
my
got here?
belt.
Right, good.
He says,
As long as it's got your hempen.
I've got a rake. I mean, I dropped it because I was
Oh.
answering Adventure's call here.
I give Bob Bob, take this dagger.
Ah, wizard! And he starts slashing the air with it, like, ha
Yeah, that's pretty good.
ha! I'm an
pretty good.
adventurer!
Pretty good.
Yeah,
Back away.
yeah.
Okay.
Try and kill me, Bob. Come on.
No.
Well, if he's careful with that, he can maybe borrow a short sword later on. How do you feel about that, Bob?
Pretty great, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
But only on the
okay.
condition that you don't accidentally stab any of us.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is your starter weapon.
Well,
and
I
then
can't
we'll
really promise
upgrade
if
Yeah,
if
you
it's
can.
accidental.
You
I
can
can't
promise not
that.
to. You can promise not to stab us.
I can promise
We're
not to stab you
You're
deliberately.
not getting the short sword if you don't not stab us.
Okay, how
Okay,
about this?
yeah,
Bob,
sure.
come along on the dungeon crawl, and you
Yeah.
can have whatever sweet bows we find. Good deal.
Tom,
Yeah, cool.
no,
All right.
I missed out on a super cool bow because someone thought, oh, let's just kick it away, and then some kid stole it. And no,
It doesn't make you sound super adventurous, Merylwyn, when you say I missed out on a cool bow because someone kicked it and then a kid stole it. You should say a dragon ate it or something.
no, because the thing is, the truth is that it's the little things that mess things up.
I don't
Like
want
children.
That's true.
I don't want to upset anyone. Maybe I'll just have the first, rake we find.
Sure,
Yeah,
you can
if you
definitely
find
have
any
the first
epic
rate.
rakes in there,
dual-
they're
a
all
dual
Yeah.
yours.
Okay, great.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Great. Oh, this is this is fun. Shall I?
It
Do you
will
want
be.
to see the?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Do you wanna see the dungeon?
Lead the way.
Oh,
Lead
the
the
way,
way.
boys.
To the dungeon.
Okay. I guess it's time to do the adventuring walk. I guess he starts doing a weird approximation of what he thinks an adventurer might walk like, just sort
Yeah,
of like waggling his
let's
arm
all
around
copy him.
as if he broke his collarbone. He leads you to the entrance of what sure as anything looks like a dungeon. It is very much just kind of like basically like a stone doorway with a very heavy door that looks like it might be dwarven in manufacture. You're not entirely sure, but it is overgrown with moss. In fact, it is really overhung with vines to the point that frankly, it's lucky Bob even
Good spot,
noticed
Bob.
this.
Good spot.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, I just my shoe became untied, and I tied my shoe on this log here. He puts his foot up. See, I was tying it here like this, you see, and then I thought, oh, it's a bit dungeony.
It is
So-
indeed a bit dungeony.
Yeah, yeah. There are jewels, as he said, in the doorway. There are 3 rubies, like 1, 2, 3, of all like quite a decent size, just sort of studding an inscription in dwarfish.
Does anyone speak Dwarven? Dwarfish?
A few of us have comprehend languages, right?
Indeed.
Language people.
Yeah, I can cast comprehend languages and read
Wait,
it.
is comprehend languages? Sorry, it's been a while. Is it just spoken?
No, you can also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
Well, you better go
Like
touch
that
it.
time when I gave you a ciphered journal and thought, this will fill 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So you said, I read the journal flawlessly. And I
Easily
said,
read the journal.
And then I
easily.
read it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I hide. I seem to
I would like to
Okay.
touch the archway, and then I, with sort of one eye on how impressed Bob looks, I sort of close my eyes and go, "Let the magic flow. Let the magic begin. Grand wizardry from me, the greatest wizard ever, will start as the magical powers of me, the sorcerer."
Gee willikers.
What's that? Oh, sorry. Yes, it is very impressive. Yes.
Yes. I was just
yes,
thinking
I'm
the
getting-
same thing.
What does it say?
words
Oh, magical Corazon.
What does it say?
The door yields. The door yields up its inscription, which is basically just. It's quite like perfunctory, really. The inscription is just sort of like, this is entrance 2 of 3 to Morcow Dungeon. Well, it's listed as a mine. And there is a slightly newer inscription that said, mining operation ceased, mine went bad, can now be described as dungeon.
Okay.
There we go.
It's quite utilitarian. It just says this is a mine that's now a dungeon.
Oh, well, that's handy.
Okay, well, so
Wait, no,
we've got
it also
ropes,
says
that's
these
good.
runes may only be read by the most powerful sorcerer. Oh, that's embarrassing. I probably
There's
should
also-
stop before I read that.
Also a bit more text saying where to go if you see a large vehicle strike the doorway. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Good.
How are we going to get into here, guys? Dramatically,
How about-
I'd imagine, and
How about we just, like-
excitingly.
Try and open it. Is there a handle?
Can
There's
we chisel
not-
the rubies out first? I feel like this is an easy win to not go away empty-handed if we get some jewels out of the door.
True.
Can we prize?
Absolutely, yeah.
So I
Make me
was
a-
gonna let Corazon do it, but if he's not in a Robin mood, then I'm gonna try and prize a ruby off the door because
Sure.
I like them.
Why don't you make me a dex sleight of hand check, Prudence?
Okay, I sure will.
As a side, I do really want these rubies, but I'm fairly sure they're going to be booby trapped. So I
Ruby
make
trapped.
a ruby trapped. I make a comment of that nature too, Prudence. I'm like, you might want to just check for traps before you.
Oh, well, I'm not as proficient a thief as you, Corazon.
I
you
check
know
for
that.
traps while Prudence is gearing up to get the rubies out.
Okay.
Red and sparkly Corazon. I kind of want one.
Yeah, come on.
I like how Prudence gearing up is represented by the hand not
Shaking
letting
with
go
the-
of the dice.
rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got between now and when I roll the dice to save me from myself.
We'll call this an investigation check, please.
Okay. That's a 14 plus investigator, which I have proficiency in, so 17.
Okay, so you're actually, given the narrative you've been spinning to Bob about how you are this great and powerful adventurer, you're slightly miffed that these rubies are not booby-trapped.
Yeah.
They're just normal rubies.
All right, Prudence, you're fine.
It's weird that these rubies have sat here for so long untouched.
Stolen.
Like, not by thieves or by robbers or anything.
I
Have a go at getting them out,
detect
Prudence.
magic on the rubies to check for, magical curses.
They are held in magically, just to make sure that they sort of stay in and don't fall out and are hard to chisel out. The magic is quite weak. The spell has been degrading slowly over a number of years. So you reckon it's probably worth a go.
Have at it. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit you with that dex roll now.
Yeah, dex sleight of hand.
Oh, it's only a bloody 7, isn't it? It's not.
You scud the sort of the lever across the face of the ruby, and yeah, that thing's not coming out.
Oh man. All right. These are.
Is
really,
Bob impressed yet?
really
Bob, are you
wedged
impressed
up.
yet?
I
Bob,
mean,
I'm usually better than this.
no, it's fine. Like, look, it's all impressive to me. You don't need to make allowances on my account. I want to see what real adventuring's like. There.
Well, we're not
sometimes
leaving these
Highs and lows
rubies.
and
Sometimes
Well,
in
can
real
I-
adventuring.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
get
give
some.
it a go.
Let's all give it a go.
Let's all give it
No,
a go.
no, Okay.
What, Dob? Dob,
What,
Dob.
Dob? What?
Like, okay. Can
What?
can I have a look at the door? So there are
It's free rubies, Dom. They're
was
right
it
there,
three
not
rubies?
booby
Is that
traps.
right?
We're not
Free
going in
rubies.
this dungeon until we get these rubies at the door.
I look around to see
I'm
if
gonna
there are a
pry a
load of
ruby off.
skeletons holding
Doing it.
crowbars.
Yeah.
Who've been...
Can I look around and see if there are any other ungemmed sockets? Like, is there like a
You want to
a
put
ruby
rubies in
missing,
it?
potentially?
That's the opposite.
That is so Dob, isn't it?
so Dob?
There's some. No, there's
So
some
Skyrim is what it is. How do
Oh,
you?
I see.
How do the rest of you open your dungeon crawling doors? Pull all the
Um,
rubies out. When you've looted the door, you can progress.
There's some
a
silver
good
inlay,
point.
but no, there are no other spaces for
Okay.
Okay.
gems.
Corazon, you did say the door inscription says entrance 2 of 3, right?
Yeah, right.
So there are other doors. If we
Yeah.
break this one,
And
by
potentially
pulling all the
other
rubies.
rubies.
Out, yeah. We don't have to go in the dungeon at all. We just get all the rubies.
Why
Should we
don't
just
you
get
want
these
us
rubies
to
out
own
the
these
door and-
rubies? Yes.
And tell Bob that's an adventure.
I mean,
Yeah,
it does
this is the real dungeoning.
does sound like a quest for someone of my level, I suppose.
I'm prying the rubies out the door now.
And it is
Okay.
going
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna
fill a
get it.
whole
That's,
Oxventure.
That's a
as it
15. What
stands,
kind of a
so-
test is this?
It's Dex sleight of hand.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah, mine's only a 9.
What is it, 45?
that's
then, is it?
22.
Well done.
Okay.
Go on,
yes.
Corazon.
You know, like when people are carving spoons and they have those sort of like those knives that have a curve on them, so they can carve the bowl. Like Corazon has one of those just for scooping gems out of things. It also works brilliantly as a melon baller.
Yeah, the gem
But,
scoop.
yeah, the gem scoop. So you get the trusty gem scoop out, and just with a practice flick, just
Oh,
you get three rubies out.
nice.
Start
Is
juggling.
the door
Instead of that,
swing
it's yours,
open?
Bob. Don't
Wow.
forget.
The door doesn't swing open, no.
Oh.
Okay.
I would like to
Right.
kick the door.
Yeah, yeah. Make me a strength athletics check, please.
Oh, Prudence, here's a ruby.
Oh, thanks. Hang on. It's real.
Can
That's
I
6.
Yeah.
You you don't. Like, it's a good strong kick, but you don't quite put your weight like far forward enough over your supporting leg. So when you make contact, it kind of just boings you backwards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm casting a sideways glance at the sun lowering over the horizon. Can I make a sort of scout around for possibly like the other 2 entrances?
Sure.
Can I lean on the door while I wait?
Yeah, sure. Just
Oh my god! Imagine just swings open.
I start
yeah,
touching the door in places.
make me an
I say the Elvish
investigation
word
check,
for
please.
friend.
Make me an investigation check, please, Tom.
Okay.
Egbert's probably quite weighty, right? Like all that
Hey,
armor
now.
That's
and
a
being quite
chonky
a
boy.
tall
Yes.
dragonborn.
Like 9
I'd
foot
say-
tall or something.
I only got a 13, Johnny.
Okay. You don't really find the other doors. You're kind of given. You sort of get the feeling you have a good scout around that they're actually quite a far remove.
Oh, okay. If this is a mine, why do we need to go through this door? I dig straight down.
Okay. Yeah. Make me. What would digging be? Stats wise.
Strength, isn't it? Probably.
Strength.
Strength. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
got a I don't have a like a shovel, but maybe. Oh, my nice expensive rapier. I'm just going to start hacking the ground at that using that.
In that case,
gonna
it's a
sword
finesse
fight the
weapon, so
ground.
try and dexterously dig a new shaft into a mine. Is Egbert really 9 foot tall?
I think something like that, yeah.
Whoa! I did
Probably.
not realise.
Maybe not
that.
9, maybe like
7.
7.
Yeah.
Still a lot.
He's got to weigh 300
9 in
pounds
9 in
easy.
platforms.
A legit 300.
How did you do, Tom?
17 on the digging.
I mean, it's actually working. You're basically cutting turf. And you've
squares.
Yeah.
you've made
It's like Minecraft mining. Yeah.
Yeah. You actually feel like a good few, like roll me again, and you'll probably do it. To be honest, you're like, I'm getting somewhere with this.
Well,
Your
one
rapier
was
is severely tarnished.
that one was a 14.
Okay. Okay, you slow down a bit because you've realised that like this is quite gravelly soil and it's scratched the hilt of your rapier. Egbert, the door moves ever so slightly under your
All right.
hatch.
Well, okay. I'm gonna get behind my shoulder behind it as well and give it a push along with Egbert. Egbert, give me a hand.
Let's actually push this thing then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Bob's going to get overexcited and run at it.
Yeah.
Do it, Bob.
Bob,
Do it, Bob. You coward.
Bob's going to roll a 9.
What am I rolling here? Is this strength?
Yes.
18 plus 4 is 22.
Wow.
That's a 12 plus 1. 13.
30. Okay. I'd say between the two of you, yeah, you basically managed to get the door. It's really resistant at first, but then it starts to just like scrape against the stone flooring. And Bob just like charges into it and proper like just boom, connects skull against stone and goes,
Yes.
"Whoa!"
Bob.
And he looks up and goes, "Oh hey, door's open."
Well,
Yes,
well
Bob, you
done,
did it.
Bob.
You've been
Great.
blooded.
Thanks for your help,
Oh,
but don't do it again. You need
Okay.
that head. It's
how was
here.
your roll, by the way, Dub?
Oh, to get. It was a 14. That was the one where you said I slowed down a bit.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh yeah. So yes, you're not through, but you hear them. You hear Bob go, "Wow, door's open."
I poked my head up out of my hole.
We're in,
Bob.
Dob,
We're
if you
in.
want to.
Yeah,
climb out
if you want
that
to stop
hole.
burrowing,
It's a
we've
nice
got the door
bit, but
open.
we don't need it.
Cool.
I helped
Um,
Dob out the hole.
Do
All
half
right.
orcs hibernate? Is that what's happening? Is he just making his nest for the winter?
Yes.
He's
Slowing
going to
down my
enter a state of
metabolism.
torpor, state of torpor soon.
Okay, well, Bob obviously is very excited and he starts to walk
Thanks very
forward
much.
into the room. But I put my hand out and I say, "Wait. Dungeons can be full of traps, Bob.
Okay.
The sly and wily adventurer keeps their wits about them.
I walk
Checks
into the dungeon.
for things of no, Egbert, no."
Bob, even though Egbert has just gone like crump, 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 and has started to go down. There's a long passage that just sort of gently heads down, and it's quite at this stage because this is a former mine. There are props, keeping the ceiling up, and it's quite wide. So you think that maybe carts were used in and out of here, or hand carts, similar.
Are there,
Bob,
are there mine
nonetheless-
tracks on the ground?
No,
is there
it's-
a cart. Okay.
Well, I mean, there are no tracks. There are no metal tracks laid on the ground.
Oh,
However, you can see the tracks of wheels being used from carts.
got it.
Gotcha.
Good. That really threw me for a second. But Bob takes Corazon at his word and goes, "Okay, I'll start warming up for the splits."
Yeah,
And he
you
just-
might need to drop into a full split. I'm just saying.
Okay. He just starts sort of. He
Make
stretches it out.
Yeah, stretch it out.
Should we go in?
Yeah, Egbert doesn't seem to have been decapitated by any swinging blades yet. So
Yeah.
Or has he? I inspect Egbert for decapitation.
His head still appears to be there.
He
For
seems
now.
fine.
yeah. All right,
It's
let's
weird.
follow
You
Egbert
look-
then.
You look
Yeah.
closely.
How
It's almost
dark
like
is
he's
it?
got a second face in his neck, but you try not to think about it too much.
It's just a trick of the light. It's gloomy down here.
Bob steps across the threshold and goes, "Well, here we go," and then sort of gets down on all fours and just starts shuffling down the.
Oh, he's doing a
Down the
literal
tunnel.
dungeon crawl.
He's got the right idea.
Nobody tell him. Let's humour him.
Yeah.
So are you all going in after Bob then?
Yes. But
Yeah.
yeah. We walk behind Bob. At some point,
It takes
he'll
an
realise.
excruciatingly long time to catch up to Egbert because he does not realise for a long time. He turns around to be like, "It's an awfully long way." Oh.
Hey, Bob, you did such a good dungeon crawl that I think you're graduating to dungeon walking along with the rest of us. Congratulations, buddy! You just made the first.
Yeah.
You passed the first test.
Already? Wow.
Yeah, already.
I think I'm a natural at this. He
I
gets
think
up.
you might be.
Let's dungeon
How-
walk then.
How dark is it in the mine? I ask only for Corazon, obviously.
I've
So
got
you can
I've
see
got
it.
dark vision. I say, bumping into a wall.
It's now getting very dark.
Okay.
Like the light spilling in from the tunnel is nearly spent. So yeah, another 10 foot, and it's probably time to either break out the torches or just have dark vision.
Are the torches on the wall, like in sconces and things?
Now,
I
don't
need
need-
a couple of like really old ones. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I don't need this because of my dark vision that I have. But Bob, you're probably going to want to use one of. I take a torch from my pack and light it.
Oh wow, yeah. No, great.
Okay. I'll hold
Okay.
one as well, so you can see me because
Sure.
you're going to want to stay close to me.
Of course, yeah.
yeah.
Which end?
If you hold the end that isn't on fire.
It's easier
It's
to read
not
the
on
end that is on
fire.
fire that
This
way.
one. This one. This end.
Yes,
That-
the one that
okay.
isn't.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The one
sure,
that's not
okay.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You got it. You got it.
Sure. Okay.
Can I check, what are they actually mining in this mine? What kind of a mine is it? Can I does it smell like coal dust in here, or is there, I don't know.
It smells like very old mine is the problem. Like you
Okay.
feel that this place went rotten and turned into a dungeon quite a long time ago. So it's been a long while since anyone actually brought anything out of the ground in here.
Dug too deep.
Can
That's
I
what I'm worried
could-
about. What
Can
did
I
they
can
dig
I run my
for?
hand along the wall? Are there any like seams of spent like
Glittering
precious
crystal,
metal?
or yeah.
Not in this sort of first exploratory, tunnel. But Egbert, why don't you make me an intelligence investigation check? Because
Okay.
you are in a large room at the bottom of the corridor. Everyone
That's
can kind of.
a 1.
Whoa.
Oh no.
The whole room is made of this like exquisite like jewel. You found an entirely new type of diamond. It
Guys, I
is
think
like
I'm inside a diamond. You
An-
should come see this.
opaque grey diamond.
Wow.
And it's covering the floor, the ceiling, the walls. Like
It's amazing in here, you guys.
all-
You've got to see it. It's beautiful.
all grey diamond. You're all going to be
Man.
rich.
We
This
are-
sounds amazing. I've rushed
we are
into the room to see what he's talking about.
There are stone walls, a stone
Oh.
floor, and a stone ceiling.
Hey, but this is stone. You know
They
stone,
were
buddy.
mining
Remember?
stone.
Yeah,
Remember we went
diamonds are
through this?
stone. Diamonds are stone, right?
Yeah, but no, this is just regular stone. It's not the precious one, buddy.
I take Bob aside and I say, adventuring can take a terrible toll on the mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
If
Course
you
I
say
tell
so.
to you, Bob.
But I think we're going to be rich.
Don't end up.
And I
You
think
can
you
help
just
yourself.
don't want to share it, do you?
You can help yourself on the way out, Egbert.
As much
you
as
can
you
chisel
can
as much
carry.
of this
Yeah.
precious stone
Maybe
as you
don't.
I
want.
will.
Maybe
It does occur to you, Egbert, that it would be easier to carry the vast quantities on the way out.
That is true. Yeah. I'll get it
So-
on the way out. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
So what are we looking at in this chamber? Are there exits?
You
Are there?
are. There's one exit to the room because this place feels suddenly very, very dungeony already. You're like,
Nice.
wow, this is a mine that turned into a dungeon.
Yeah, probably some good loot at the end of this. I say.
Oh, you reckon? And there are some statues standing there, just sort of standing with weapons.
They're not
poised.
animals, are they? Okay, that's fine.
They're not animals, no. They're just statues of warriors, sort of just standing still, looking martial. And Bob goes,
Right.
"Wow, look at these!" And he just starts walking towards them. He's like, "Huh, okay, wow."
Whoa,
I-
Bob! I say, thrust out an arm.
Hmm?
This is a classic dungeon crawl scenario. Bob, you
And
go
what-
anywhere near those
what-
statues, they're gonna come to life and attack you.
What do you
with
mean?
their- But Bob,
It's just
come
what
on!
happens.
This is adventuring
You've gotta
101,
start
man. I
thinking
say.
with magics. It could be
Yeah.
magical, maybe, or some
I
sort
look
of
to see
mechanical
if
trap.
yeah. I look
I
to see
really
if the
don't.
ground is a chessboard.
Or any pressure plates. Yeah, you'd like. Pressure
Are any
plates
of them
around
missing
here.
a weapon?
I used detect magic on the statues.
Okay, none of them is missing a weapon. The floor is not a chessboard. It does have a pattern. If anything, it's more like a backgammon board. But after some closer examination, you think this is just a natural formation in the rock. There are no pressure plates that you can discern. These statues are very magical, Prudence. You are certain that if anyone touches them, they will come to life and attack.
Guys,
Bob
friends,
is.
folks,
Yep.
Super magical. Hella magic's going on. I guarantee you, and this is a prudence guarantee, those statues will come to life if you touch them.
But that
Oh,
must
you
be
know
how
that?
She's a very magical person. Look at her. The aura of magic's
Yeah,
extending
that's how I
from
do
her
the call of
fingertips.
adventure.
Yeah.
That's how she called you, Bob.
She's a
Mighty magical
I've seen
prudence.
tieflings before.
Yeah, I'm a warlock.
Yeah, but have you ever seen a
Warlock.
tiefling
What?
warlock?
A
Hey, Bob.
warlock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Wait, no,
It is.
I thought you were an adventurer.
Yeah. I'm a kind of
do things.
adventurer.
But in a subcategory
There's more than
within
one
that.
kind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Bob.
When we get to the end of the dungeon crawl, Bob, we can figure out what category you fit into. I'm thinking ranger. We don't have one of those.
Inspiration. Inspiration twice. They stack now. Oh, okay. So if I shouldn't,
No,
Unless
yeah.
we
because
figure out
I
if
really
you
want
should.
to. I'm very curious.
No, I
and
can
that
see
feels
that.
like
I can see your natural
that feels like a
curiosity,
natural
Bob, and that's-
adventure instinct.
Sometimes, Bob, you have to do the thing. You have to not do the thing that you desperately, instinctively want to do. And sometimes, Bob, when you do the thing you instinctively want to do, it turns out it was sort of a bad idea, but it all ends up for the good in the end. So actually, I don't know what to tell you, Bob. Maybe you should touch the thing. I don't know.
Don't listen
No,
to
Dob,
Dob.
we haven't. Yeah.
Okay, what Dob is saying has some merit because I think the way that we're going to get through this room is by defeating these statues in combat.
Can we just
Oh,
try
I'm
the
not just-
door? Is there a door and can we try
Is there a
it?
door?
I mean, we
There's-
could try
there's
the
a
door.
door
Yes, we
with a
could
door
try the
knob.
door. All right, let's open the door then and not touch the statues.
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Oh my god! All right, fine. Bob, honestly, dungeons have dangerous adventures in them.
Yeah, it's
You're just gonna have to
usually more
take. You're
difficult,
gonna have to
isn't it?
take our word for it that these, if we had defeated
What?
these statues, it would have been really exciting.
No, I believe you.
All right.
I'm just a bit confused. Well, I mean, if the door's unlocked, why are they just putting statues there? In
Yeah,
case
usually-
someone
usually
gets
it would
curious
be
and
a-
touches them. It
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Usually it would be a thing where you have to defeat the statues and then carry on, but I guess we're doing something different. So let's all go through the door. I say.
Yeah.
We're
Just
done with,
before we
we're
leave,
done with this one.
Yeah.
I think we might be done with this one, Bob.
Unless you want to fight the statues, Bob. I mean,
Bob,
Well,
I'm
no,
going
I-
to be completely upfront with you that this isn't what I would call a typical dungeon crawl room. This is probably not a great one to start with because it's very much
Oh.
atypical. But I think we might be done.
Okay.
Oh, it's a mine. We're in a mine, right? I look around in this room. Are there any is there any old mining equipment? I'm thinking of like a pickaxe or bucket. Buckets? Are there buckets?
No.
Okay.
I think, like obviously, whoever designed this dungeon, if indeed it was designed, and it wasn't just that a mine went bad and all these things sprang up out of the ground. If there was mining equipment in there, you imagine that they cleared it out to avoid like pointless lateral thinking. Like if the goal is people touch the statues and fight them, you don't want to add a bucket in there,
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
That's a fair
Makes
point.
sense.
kind of, yeah.
I see. Dob nods sagely, but he does not see. Onwards.
Onwards. Let's go.
Yeah. I think we should send one person through the door just to be cautious.
I'll go.
I'll go.
I said first.
Oh, all right. He can go then.
Egbert,
Let Bob.
you go with Bob.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's-
Bob with Egbert very closely
Yeah,
behind.
let's all two of us go through the door.
I'll take Bob through the door.
All right, you can be our Egbert in the mine, Bob.
Great. Okay. Sure. Let's go. Let's go.
He
starts
has
telling
the
us
most
adventures.
bird-like
Go,
skeleton,
friends.
I'll wager.
Yeah,
He's the most like a canary.
that beaky face,
Most
and he's
avian
yellow.
Hollow bones.
Sort of yellowy
Yeah.
coloured, yeah.
Yeah,
And his knees bend backwards.
there you go.
Ooh.
more do you
I'm
need?
seeing Egbert in a whole new light this session. 9 foot tall with the
9
With
foot tall
some
bird
bow.
man.
You know how much he loves seed.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay. How's it look in the other room,
Bird
friends?
seed.
Egbert, roll me wisdom perception check.
Okay,
Oh,
oh, wisdom.
No, why?
Why you do this to me? It's 18 minus 1.
Okay.
Oh.
So, 17.
Like you look at a room and it seems pretty innocuous. It's just a flagstone floor, On the other side, there is an enticing treasure chest.
Got it.
And you see this and you're like, I see what they've done with this space. To any other adventurers, then this would, just look like hey, there's our first bit of loot. We should get over there and get it. Mm-hmm. But, you know how, like in Geth, sometimes you go to view a domicile and they've used the exact same flooring that they've used in, like, a bunch of other rented accommodations?
Right.
Like, this whole floor is, like, this is riddled with pressure plates. There are loads of them. There's pressure plates, like, you're like, that's a pressure plate, that's a pressure plate, that's faux pressure plate, that's pressure plate veneer. There's lots of them.
Okay.
Now make me a dex saving throw to stop Bob walking out across the floor. Because that's what he's doing. He's like...
Bob. It was nice knowing you.
That is a 17 plus 2, 19.
Yes.
Apparently being 40 foot tall, you just scrub.
Pluck him from the terra
Here we
firma.
go. Here we are. Let's all get...
Reach.
What?
On that
What?
eight,
What? Look, there's probably gold over there. Look.
Yes, but Bob, pressure plates everywhere. You get used to spotting them. It becomes a bit of a sixth sense. It's pressure plate. It's trap central in here. So.
Is that a weather thing?
No. What happens
that's a
is
ridge.
when you apply pressure by standing on the plate,
Yeah.
normally something comes and either pierces or clubs you.
Oh.
Bob,
in the head.
Bob, check this out. I say, I throw a rock across the room onto a pressure plate nowhere near us.
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Now, Bob, as long as the room doesn't fill with poisonous gas, you're going to see an excellent demonstration of
We've
what's
got an
going
open
on.
door. We can get back into the other one.
Yeah.
Is it one of those ceilings that's just covered in spikes, the whole thing?
Sure
go back
enough,
into the other room.
as the rock lands, then a large axe blade just swings
see that,
across
Bob?
the room. Whoa!
You see that? If that had been your leg touching that pressure plate, your leg would have come right off you, wouldn't it? And then where would you be with one leg?
And they're all over this floor.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
Looks like it.
We're going to have to either turn back or just perceive where they are and not step on them
Correct.
to
Unless...
advance.
Where's the door? Is the door just next to the last door?
No.
There's a treasure chest.
Treasure chest.
I mean, I'd want to see
pass
what's
that
in
up.
there. But,
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to do this again. I really appreciate you all, coming here on my behalf, but that's a lot of effort to go to.
But think of the riches
The
that you
great
get from the
riches
treasure.
No,
Yeah.
I mean putting in these plates.
Putting all the pressure
Oh, I
plates.
see.
That's
right,
a lot
right.
of
That's a
effort.
good point.
No
They
one's
want-
going to see that.
He
and if
makes
they
an
see it,
excellent point.
they're going to die. I'm just wondering who would do this.
And
want
just
to keep
wondering
their
what
treasures.
point-
mine as well.
I
This
just,
is
There
odd.
wasn't much to do back in the day, so.
so they
like,
just
what-
made these.
Yeah, like basically we have loads of adventures because about 500 years ago everyone was just real bored and just
Now,
decided
this
to
is
do
a good
this.
sign, and I'll tell you why. If
Okay.
they put these kind of elaborate traps up, it means either there's fabulous treasure at the end and they wanted to keep it safe, or
Yeah.
something really dangerous and they wanted to keep everyone from, getting...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, either way,
It just seems
It's
a
going to be an
bit.
exciting Thursday
it's going to be
afternoon.
great. Yeah.
It just seems a bit excessive.
I think Bob is possibly onto something here. I mean, maybe we should be deconstructing the whole idea of if you had treasure, you would either want it hidden or given away. You wouldn't rig up something so that you could only get the treasure if you were good enough.
Are you saying
Bob
that this dungeon
picks
is
up a boulder
suspiciously...
and just throws it.
Oh,
Well, not a boulder. He throws a rock, and another pressure plate goes off,
yeah.
and a volley of arrows just goes like. That's ridiculous. That's amazing engineering.
Yeah.
Now,
Do you
It
ever
is-
see how,
I've never really-
how many societal problems you could fix with a
I've never
mind
really
like
considered
that?
it, but yeah, it is...
Could it
And
be...
they just use it to maim,
you could probably
serial
use that
killer.
same mechanism to get water out of a well. Thinking about
right?
it, couldn't you?
Right?
Yeah.
And bring it to people's houses, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you telling me that's been there for 200
Yeah.
to 500 years?
Yeah, Bob, I'm a little
Yeah.
bit embarrassed.
bet.
Sometimes it takes an outsider, and you are, to be fair, you are pointing out a few things about the adventurer lifestyle that I think
Yeah.
are giving us all pause for thought.
You're all sleeping on my serial killer theory. Just,
Sorry,
what if
Prudence,
it's
go on.
someone? What if it's someone who just wants to kill
Yeah,
a lot of people
but
in a lot of really
you could-
horrible traps?
But Prudence, you can kill a lot of people with a knife.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
not fun, is it?
Yeah,
like
I
a
kind
serial
of get
killer,
the.
Corazon.
But how would they even know? They're not.
What if you wanted to teach people the value of their own lives?
But they're not
But-
watching
but-
us. They can't see this.
Yeah, but
They're not here.
Are
Wait.
they not?
wait. I
What?
look around for like holes in the stone, little cracks. Is someone watching us?
Make me an investigation check.
17.
You do notice a niche in the wall where somebody appears. It appears somebody was watching this room. However, you can tiptoe close enough to sort of peer in, and you see that they are themselves. Well, there is a person in there, but they are a skeleton, long gone, with a collar on them, chained to the wall. And it seems like if there was somebody there watching other people learn about the value of their lives, possibly that person was in some sort of sick, twisted game as well.
Oh man.
And really, it's impossible to know how deep that rabbit hole goes. But you reckon
Bob,
if you
I
were to
wonder what he
serialise this as a
saw.
parchment, you could do like 8, 9.
Nice. I
How
make
many?
a mental
10?
note.
Yeah,
I
loads.
make a mental note to create a horrible franchise much later.
Whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Whole lot of them.
Look.
Okay.
All
I
right.
mean, you wouldn't
well,
want to go straight in with horror. You'd want the first one to sort of be a thriller, but you can discuss the details later. Either way, no one's watching you right now.
Good, good.
all right. Well, I'm just going to open this treasure chest with Mage Hand from here and see what's in it.
That's a
Oh,
great
yeah.
idea. No, that's a really good idea, Corazon.
It looks like there's gold in there.
Huh.
Oh man.
Bob goes,
Gold.
whoa, that
I like
that
gold.
opened by
Now-
itself.
Oh no, that was one of my many impressive magic skills.
What?
I have more
What's
than
the
I
weight-
have more than I
what's-
can count. Really.
What's the weight limit on Mage Hand,
But
Corazon?
you can only count 5.
I can't carry more than 10
Inspiration.
pounds.
So, bring us 10 pounds of gold,
All right, I'll pick up
and
10
then do
pounds
it
of
again.
gold and then do it again and then
and
do
then
it
do it
again.
again, and then do it again.
How many times
Mage-
can you cast Mage Hand?
Mage Hand only lasts 1 minute.
Oh, well, hurry then.
All right.
Grab
Just
grab
throw
as
it.
much gold as you can inside of a minute if you can conceive of such a
If
situation.
only we had someone
No
who
silver.
could teleport.
Yeah, that'd be really useful right now.
All right. I turn
s-
to Bob and I say, Bob, in the interest of trying to give you like a more vanilla dungeon crawl experience, because I really feel that we are not teaching you well about dungeon crawls here, I'm going to show you how, in many dungeons, this would be this could be attempted. And I just
Okay.
want to acrobatically skip over to the treasure chest, dodging all the pressure plates.
Okie dokie. I want you to make me a wisdom perception check first.
4.
Then I want you to make me a dex acrobatics check.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
3.
Oh my god.
plus.
Are you rolling a d6?
Oh. No.
I've always been rolling a d6.
Okay.
I don't know if that's
What's
got
that?
focus.
Belly
that?
flops
Is
onto
that
the
focus?
first
What's
pressure.
that?
Oh wait, where's my
16.
3?
8.
Okay. There it
3.
is. Yeah.
There we go. 3.
That's
Now
an
make
8.
me-
Yeah.
Now make me 3 dex saving throws.
14.
We're going to traumatise Bob. You're never going to want a dungeon
14
crawl again.
plus 14, 12,
Yeah.
3. 8.
Okay. Dob basically goes, look, I'm going to show you how this can be avoided.
Let me show you how the pros do it, Bob.
And
Hey!
then just starts just like legging it, and he seems dainty at first, but then like doom, like the fur of like his normal outfit is parted by a spear that just like goes across, and then an entire log just goes woomph, covered in spikes, and he misses that one. And then he sort of turns around and is like, huh? See?
I shoved
and then-
Dob in the chest with Mage Hand.
It's already happening, I'm afraid.
But my Mage Hand is right there.
I mean, you'll
You
only
see,
be
Dob,
pushing.
sometimes all you need is a little bit of dexterity.
You take an arrow in the ribs.
Oh, no. Oh, your good ribs.
That is 9 points of piercing damage.
Seems about right.
I just try and breathe through it. Okay, Dob. Okay, Bob.
It's all in the
Wow.
mind, Dob.
This is a teachable moment, Bob. Can I continue to limp towards the treasure?
Yeah. I'm going to say you can just reach the treasure now.
Okay,
You're probably going
I
a
pick
bit
it up with my
slower.
good arm.
Yep.
Like all arrow wounds, it looks worse than it is.
Is it a through and through? Is it stuck in?
Stuck in.
Okay.
It's
Is
really
it coming
through
out
an
the other side?
arrow. It comes all the way.
You don't want to through and through with an arrow, buddy.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try and pick up the chest and come back.
Okay.
In the bone.
Dob, do you want a hand? How are you doing?
Dude, I'm doing good, Prudence.
I think
Okay.
I completely failed to drill home that the door to the next room is on the same side as the treasure chest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's the blood loss.
Don't come back, Dob.
Other way,
Stay
Dob, other way, to the
where
door.
You are.
There's two Prudences.
There's
Right,
a door there.
I turn around and look at the doorway that I'm going to have to go through very carefully, like all doorways from now on, I guess.
Can we just
I
walk
would-
through the route that Dob took? Because
I would
All
like-
the traps are set off.
I would like
Yeah.
to grappling hook onto the roof and swing across to the other
Yeah,
side
I
of the
was
room.
going to be like, is there a hook or anything in the ceiling? Because I've got 50 foot of hempen rope and a bow and arrow. And,
I sit down on the treasure chest on the other side.
There isn't like a hook or a piton already there.
Just walk it off, Dob, walk it off.
I think
Yeah.
if you make me just make me an attack with your bow to see if you can maybe force an arrow between like a gap in two rocks. Corazon, if you
Yeah.
want to do this with the grappling hook as well, you can absolutely give that a go.
Is
So
that
you've got a
what,
grappling
dexterity?
hook?
Yeah, I've got a grappling hook.
Yeah.
I grapple things all the time. I love to grapple. That's a
Okay.
16.
so that is a
20.
dirty 20.
Nice.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, the two of you can like grappling hook, and Merylwyn just like releases an arrow, and there are two lines now coming from pretty much dead center of the ceiling, which will really help you kind of go across. Bob has been studying the floor, and on his roll of 14, he's like, I get it.
Yes, Bob.
I can see the pressure plates. And then on his roll of 1, he steps forward and like basically just goes, yeah, trips over his own heel and just like whomp, steps very heavily on a pressure plate.
Oh no.
Someone swing in and grab him.
Can we do
I-
do we have time to do anything or
Are we allowed?
I just rolled. I wouldn't worry too much because I just
Okay.
rolled the damage on this thing and it's a 1.
oh,
So an axe blade swings out from the wall, just like you warned him about. But whereas all the other mechanisms appear to be working perfectly, this one just goes tonk and sort of taps him on the ankle. He goes,
Bob, you've got to
Ouch.
be careful. Yeah, that could have been nasty. That could have been your foot off. I say as I'm swinging excitingly across
my
the
whole foot. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll be careful. Ow. Oh,
I
that's
got
smart.
tetanus off that. It's all rusty.
What's tetanus?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's about blocks. I don't know.
Oh, I thought it was that thing they play on lawns, or sometimes clay. Anyway, I'll try and cross the rest of this floor.
Oh, Bob.
Oh, that's not great either.
Can I, with the end of my rope, I would like to swing across, and as I am doing so, I would like to
Yes.
try and sweep up
Yes.
Bob
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
and catch him
Yes.
along the way.
All right,
Yes.
make me just make me a straight Dex acrobatics check, please,
Get
to
him
try
under
and
his
scoop
little
up.
arms. Scoop.
Okay, that is a 16.
Okay, yes, you can scoop him up just before another spear comes like hurtling across the room and clatters against the wall. Whoa! I had no idea you needed so many ways to cross a room when you were adventuring. I always thought walking or crawling was about the size of it.
Yeah. Well, again, it all depends on what category of adventurer you fall into, Bob.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Can I just walk across now? It feels like pretty much all of the traps have been activated. Like, I can probably see a fairly straight path where Dob has activated 3 traps. Bob has activated 1.
Are there any traps?
Corazon's Rock has activated 1. I feel like there's probably quite a clear path now of activated pressure plates.
Yeah,
I
you
can
feel quite
swing.
confident in doing that.
I could swing the rope back.
No, I'm just going to walk.
Roll me a
Okay.
d6 and don't roll a 1.
Okay. Where's my d6? There we go. Right.
Egg, come on, egg.
That is a 6.
Oh, nice.
Yes!
Yeah, you just like
Successfully
Walk your way
across the
across.
room. Are there any pressure plates on the ceiling?
no.
Okay,
Not that
I
you can
spider
see.
climb across the ceiling to the other
Yeah.
side of the room.
Yes.
Bob is just taking all this in like, wow.
Hey Bob, I wave at him from the ceiling.
Yeah. That's right, Bob. We're all very magical and cool. You've probably noticed. Want to see something very
everyone-
cool? I say.
Yeah.
I cast disguise self on myself and turn into a cat. That's right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I think I've lost more blood than I.
Pretty impressive.
He look.
That's not a disguise, is
He
it?
looks like he is. To use a contemporary reference, he looks like he's in Cats.
Oh no.
He look,
Yes.
Oh no.
We all recoil in horror.
Release
Yeah.
the swashbuckle cut.
I
What do you think of that, Bob?
don't like it, but I'm just.
Start doing a dance.
But,
It's dropped into a full split.
so hang on, being adventurers. I mean, one of you's still bleeding quite heavily, but I'm just trying to get my head around.
Yeah.
it. I mean, you
Has
walked
blood
across
loss.
fine, and I don't know if that's an innate adventuring thing. You swang across. Swung?
Swung.
I swung.
Swung?
Yeah.
Swing
Sorry.
Is
Yes.
what we adventurers call it.
Swang it.
Okay.
Across.
You just.
I swagged across.
Just swung across on ropes. You just got up and straight
Yeah.
walked across the sea.
That's right, Dom.
I mean,
Bob.
being adventurers, a lot of these things just must seem really mundane and kind of like a pushover.
Yeah.
Absolute pushover, Bob.
So
would like
I'm
to-
sorry to bleed
Easy
on,
when you
but
know what you're doing.
why do they do it? There's a lot of effort. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a downer.
No,
I'm just. Is your
Passes the time, doesn't it, Bob?
does his? I suppose it does. Does his chest normally make that sort of
Yeah, who's got
gurgling
healing
noise?
magic?
No, I.
It ain't
Yeah,
me.
is there anyone?
I can do cure wounds. Come on then.
H-E-A-L.
Come on.
well, not if it's any bother,
Resentfully.
Egbert.
Get over
Put
here.
you out.
Oh,
Chris.
I'll come over to you, shall I?
Did you?
All right. I get up off of the chest.
I
Blood
poke my finger
gouting.
in the hole and cast cure wounds.
The arrow's still in there, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah, I
get
wedge,
that out.
wedge it in. Like,
Roll to see how well this works.
yeah, cool.
It's like is it 1d8 plus your spellcasting mod?
Spellcasting.
Yeah.
Yes, right. Okay.
Yeah, come on then.
That is just a 1 plus 3.
Okay, so four points of. Okay, so there's sort of like a wet like as you just
Yep.
pull your finger back out of the wound. Bob sort
There
of
you go.
just.
On your feet, Dob.
Thanks, Egbert. Is that the? You know what? Yeah, thank you. Sorry, thank you, Egbert.
You're welcome.
Is the
Corazon,
arrow
I got
still in
the-
the wound, Dob?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you don't want
Is
to pull it
it?
out. Yeah, you want to get that removed professionally later
Well,
on.
Yeah,
How
I think
about-
what Egbert's done is close the wound around.
Yeah, it's now a
Stop
feature.
the bleeding. Yeah.
All right. I'll just saw off the.
Yeah, I think get the
sticking out
end
part.
off so that it doesn't,
Yeah.
get bumped
Catch on
into.
anything.
You
Okay.
you saw off this
Yeah,
end.
Go
using
on,
like a bread
Corazon.
knife,
Oh.
I saw off the part that's sticking out.
If you leave
Nice.
a
Do you
little
wanna
bit, it can be
Do
like
you
a
want to keep
hook.
that, Dob? Or
Yeah, you can hang your keys on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's
For
yours if you want
carrying
it.
things.
Good to have a little hook. Good to have
okay.
a little spike.
So
Yeah.
presumably the room to the next door is the door to the next room is unlocked. We can move through. I just have a look at it and scope it out, see what it looks
This
like.
one appears to be locked.
Locked. is
Wait,
it.
hang on. Corazon, let's look in the treasure chest. Maybe the secret to opening the door is in the treasure.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Maybe
let's.
it was useful me getting the treasure.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's root through this treasure and see what's in here.
It's bags of coins.
All right. Well, I'll look after
bags of
this
silver.
until later. So I'm just gonna bandolier that around my chest. So I've got it
Okay.
along
Can
here.
I have a closer look at the door, Johnny? Does it have a handle, or does it look like there used to be a handle, or how would you
Keyhole?
how would the door be described?
It is a fairly standard but very sturdy sort of iron-banded oak door, such that a castle might use, or a dungeon, say. It's one of those ones just with like a good sturdy lock, such that a large key might be put into, and then just a ring just to push and pull.
Okay.
Cool.
So we need to find a key.
Or
do
I mean, I
we?
could pick it. Although I might have to turn back out of this Andrew Lloyd Webber cat's costume that I've magicked around myself. It's these big
We went into
theatrical
a huddle,
paws.
Corazon, and we would all appreciate if
Oh,
you
no,
did that
no, they-
anyway.
They
Okay.
have human hands. They have human hands.
All right.
The
Well,
wind
yeah, but these
changes and
leg
Corazon
You
is
stay
stuck
that,
like this.
Corazon.
these leg warmers are cramping my dungeon crawling style. So magically, I turn back into handsome Corazon, and I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
Okay, sure. Make me Dex like a hand roll, please.
Oh, no.
That's
Yeah.
that
That's a
good.
good reaction.
Is it only 32 this time, Corazon?
No, I rolled a 5, but thanks to various modifiers, it's a 12.
Very-
Okay.
Thanks to
There it
various
is.
modifiers.
You get out your trusty thieves' tools, and where the key would normally go, you place them in the cavity. There's no one like the cavity. And it feels like a successful pick to you, but I want you to make me a Dex saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see what that is then. That's a 10 plus 4, 14.
You fall into a pit.
Ah! Okay, I cast Featherfall.
Very good. Yes, I'm gonna.
I get the end of my rope, which is still in the ceiling, and I throw it down the pit towards Corazon so he doesn't keep falling.
I'm falling slowly. I'm going to grab the rope.
There are spikes at the bottom of
What's
this
below
pit.
me? Oh my god.
You are like.
Let's pull him back up.
I mean, with Featherfall, you are like, whoop! Oh, it's one of those locks. Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
that's a
one of the
trick
pit-
barrel. Very
Yeah.
funny. Oh, look at that. Oh,
That could have been
rope.
nasty. Yeah.
I guess with Featherfall, you are just then able to kind of like you're in zero G.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah,
With your legs pointing out,
Yeah.
like you're on
Yes,
the
like-
moon.
Just floating, barreling through.
You reappear out of the pit.
Well,
Anyway, as I was saying, door is open now, I assume. Oh, wait, is the door open?
is the door open?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, it is.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
fine.
So we just have
Anyway.
to step over this extra pit.
Yeah, just watch the pit, the extra pit.
I help Bob over the pit.
How?
I
your
just,
good arm.
I tell you what. Well, it's not. How wide is the pit?
It's about 6 foot wide.
6 foot wide. That feels like my leg span. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Do the splits across. You
I'm
drop
gonna
into
do
a 4
this.
splits.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the splits across it so that Bob can
Walk
walk
over
across
your
my
legs.
leg.
I had no idea that hip flexibility was such a vital skill. I'm
yeah, you gotta-
still gonna
gotta
get him to
stay
roll,
nimble.
but he's gonna do this with advantage to get across.
A lot of yoga
Okay.
being an
He's
adventurer.
made it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now I
to-
simply get out of this situation.
Well, the rope's still there. The rope's still there. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
swing
yeah.
it across to you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Merylwen. I give Merylwen a high
Okay.
five.
Yeah, and then I
Nice.
throw the other end of the rope across to Bob, and I'm like, "Can you hold this tight?"
Yes.
Okay, because then we can sort of use it. Is there anything your end that you can tie it around?
The door, if it goes through the lock in the door, although that would pull the door shut again.
That seems like a bad plan. Yeah.
I've
There's
lost a lot
a-
of blood, Bob. So
Yeah, I
I
can. Okay. Sorry.
It's fine, Bob. It's fine.
I think there's... Yeah, it looks like there's a tree in here.
A tree?
Yeah,
Maybe don't touch the tree yet.
Don't touch the tree.
Don't touch the tree?
We can make it across. We can make it across. We can jump this. It's fine.
Okay.
Just stay put, Bob.
Okay, it's lovely in here. It's bioluminescent.
No, Bob,
The
stay
trees are
put.
Okay.
Bob,
Okay.
stay put,
Okay.
please.
Seriously,
We'll be
Bob,
right
stay
there.
put.
Okay.
Hello, Johnny here with a bit of personal news. While I'm continuing to DM the Oxventure and play in Oxventure Presents Blades in the Dark, I've actually left Dicebreaker and ReadPop to start a Patreon covering video games, tabletop games, and even publishing pen and paper adventures for you to play at home with your friends. You can check it out at patreon.com/Johnny Chiodini. I hope you like it.